What else are we doing
there?
Or Rob Ford?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Rob Ford thing would be. Well, we all watched it, no? You guys watched the Rob Ford documentary?
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, so there's a Rob Ford documentary on Netflix. It's part of their what is it, Trainwreck series or something?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's part of their Trainwreck series. The first one was Astroworld, which I don't know if it was the first one, but I watched the Astroworld one first.
I need to get caught up on that.
It was crazy. I didn't know all that.
I mean, I have a story about my own little Astroworld.
You went?
No. It was on more like a neighborhood scale of Astroworld. Got kind of bad still, but I will save that for the Patreon. But you can see based off of these guys' reactions. But yeah, Astroworld it was rough still. Like, imagine planning for this big event and you were able to pull it off a couple years, but it gets bigger and bigger, and then just bad planning, and the whole thing just goes sideways, and you just got a big
sideways.
disaster. Yeah, did you catch that one, SB? No, or?
Nah, I was gonna be like Mayor of Mayhem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, getting to that part. So then there was the Rob Ford one that they did.
I mean, for the most part, we knew most of the details. I think we were just getting a bigger lens into.
We did though, but
Fair
not
enough.
the rest of the world.
Fair
so
enough. That's
much.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
But just from a Toronto standpoint, I mean, for me, I'm always big on nostalgia. It was cool to see like all the Toronto journalists, former journalists, present journalists. You got Anika Elliott, you got Dina Pugliese, you got Katie Simpson, you got Robin Doolittle, you got, man, I'm forgetting some. There's so many names.
Only going up this year.
But it was just, I was like, oh yeah, I remember her. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, they were doing their thing. Oh yeah, I remember when he said that. And it was just, it took me back to like, oh yeah, I remember when.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Some rock star shit.
Honestly. And he was a rock star in the mayoral office.
Yeah.
He was a real rock star, boy.
For me, a lot of it was being in the control room, broadcasting that stuff, like being there
so then
for
you
some
could
of
talk
that shit.
about
I was
that.
like, whoa, like
Yeah.
everybody's looking on the control room, like, what? Like, did this guy really just do that? Did he really just say that? Then you hearing the stories from the cameramen, all the pushing and shoving that was going on. Like, yo, this guy was on some rock star status shit. Like the amount of American media coverage they got at the same time with all of that stuff.
The paparazzi's like, "Are you on drugs right now?"
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seemed like he was.
But it was such a...
I said everything I had to say. I said everything I said, and that's how he walks away. Man.
It was such a volatile time for him, sadly. But from a media standpoint,
That's what they want.
Exactly.
They were just like, oh, what's next?
Licking their chops. Like,
How do you mean salivating?
Yeah.
How do you feel about how they tied in the whole Trump similarities and attacking the media and
He
stuff?
gave him the game plan. No,
You think that's what it was?
not exactly, but I don't know if he would be on Trump's radar or not. But like, there's
They
a
met.
lot. No,
They were shaking hands, and
you know how many people Donald Trump's shaking hands with, bro? Like, he's like, come on. Like, but I'm just saying, it was an interesting comparison.
but the Fords were Team Trump
Exactly.
once upon a time.
Yeah.
Donald knows that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what you guys think? Trump
Notice
stole his
some
game?
disrespectful Trudeau shit. Donald. Call him president.
Not even the Donald, just Donald.
What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, what you guys think he stole his game? Trump's like, oh, I gotta get on some of this. Let me get some media exposure.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to him.
Yeah. You guys got a favorite line from it? Like something that stood out? Or even like a scene?
It was more the reactions. Everything, like the shocking moments, I remember.
Yeah.
It was just watching like the behind the scenes of people's reaction and then talking about like the whole thing when they start off. It was like holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. They were like in the beginning, like different people were talking about different moments, and it's funny because they're talking about different moments that Rob Ford had, and they're like holy shit. One person's talking about got enough pussy to eat at home. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's Rob Ford smoking a crack pipe. Holy shit. Rob Ford, he's drunk and he's showing up, and we don't want him to show up. Holy shit. It was just like, it just didn't stop. It just didn't stop.
The only difference between that and like our live event was that Pre never got this guy in a headlock. Did you see the part where he's at the military gala and he puts the guy in a headlock?
Yo. And I think that was the one that he didn't, that's the one that he didn't want him to show up.
How long were you working on that one?
Not long. Crack a smile, man. Don't look so rough.
Don't use that one this weekend.
No, but it was dope. It was dope for what it was.
For part of that for me was even just remember the meeting with Tyson, because the next day Tyson was on CB24, and then that whole Nathan Downer moment
is that
happened.
when that happened?
Yeah,
that's why he was
that.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Rat piece of shit.
Yeah. I think we covered that a few episodes ago.
Holy shit.
But
I
legendary Toronto moments.
I think at the end of the doc, when they're like, when you think of Rob, like, what do you take?
What's his legacy?
And everybody had such a different,
Yes.
like, vantage point.
Yes.
Like, some people were, like, from saying, like, you know, outrageous to, like, a vision. I don't know if they said visionary, but, like, just an opposite. Like,
Yeah.
just so many different
Yeah.
aspects. Like,
But that
what
was
is his
Rob
legacy?
Ford.
Yeah.
He was very polarizing. In office, out of office, even after death, R.I.P. But
Yeah.
like it's still very polarizing.
I think that and the video when he was, like, speaking or trying to speak patois.
Patois.
trying.
Oh yeah,
That
too.
Where do you guys
Big
rate
up
his patois?
State
That was
Queen.
my
If you're
question.
from the ends, yo, big up State Queen.
State Queen.
I've been there 1-2 times still, but I never really tried the food like that. But I know State Queen was a staple for enough for the man them, bro. Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
literally Rexdale Boulevard.
Yeah, this guy's in there one bumper clock. Like,
Yeah,
brass clock, yeah, bumper clock. What? Come on, Rob, man.
With the crack pipe in hand. No, he didn't have that in hand.
Not when he was in State Queen.
No.
Nah, but when the video came on, he was on some like, all right, you guys got me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but
all right, I'm on the video.
That's
So what?
what-
You smooth us, smoke a little bit of crack, everything we're gonna have to. Like, what? You sound crazy right now, yo.
yo,
I got a question for you guys.
all right.
Outsiders looking in at Toronto. All right.
What, then or now?
Now with the documentary out.
Because
Sure.
this type of stuff puts us on the map.
Yeah.
Again.
Exactly.
Like it resurfaces these stories. Like, oh shit, Toronto's like that. Like, what kind of
Yeah.
thing were these guys running over there?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel put him on blast. Everyone
That's
put
what I
him on
mean.
blast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Leno,
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
Exactly.
everybody.
But it's stuff like that where people are like, Toronto. Like,
Yeah.
what? Let me go take a look at Toronto play. Who's Drake? What? Justin Bieber?
I feel like
Weekend?
Nah, but I feel like Drake had already popped by then.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so like this
for
is
sure.
yeah, so this is like after Drake's already popped and like
Yeah.
Toronto's getting a little bit more recognition. But so good point. So it could either be back then or it could be now, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm an outsider looking and I'm not from Toronto or you are from Toronto, does he make it like as like on the Mount Rushmore if we were to have for Toronto, or does he just get like a honorable mention? Yeah,
See, we're the wrong people to ask because we would need to ask somebody outside looking in.
give me your opinion.
Yeah, but who's on the Mount Rushmore of Toronto?
Exactly.
I would say he would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that it showed, like, he was crazy. Like, he was just insane. And for Trainwreck, like, they're doing like a series. So
Yeah.
for
That
Astroworld
story
to be
to-
the first one,
yeah.
and then
This.
there was Mayor of Mayhem, and
Yeah.
there's another one that's already out. I can't remember
Yeah.
which one it was, but for it to be like the first the second or third
Yeah.
drop in Netflix's series,
Yeah.
I think says a
And I think
something
it was
in
number one.
itself.
So now my thing is the whole, because it was number one when I was watching.
I just know Astroworld. I watched Astroworld like last week,
Okay.
like the week before,
Okay.
or something like that.
So
and I didn't know it was a series
Yeah.
until you mentioned to watch Mayor of Mayhem, and then
Yeah.
when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's part of Trainwreck.
Yeah,
It's the series.
It's funny. I just forwarded what he said, but like we're on the
Or
same
you
time
said what-
because I was
Just put
watching
in
that
two
the night
separate
before,
groups. Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, this has got to be a topic.
Yeah.
It's got to be a topic. But who else would you guys put on it? And just for I guess
On
more
Rushmore?
yeah, just for more context, make it like pop culture, if you will, or like put Toronto on the map or something of that.
Okay, from
effect.
that perspective,
exactly.
I see what
I'd
you're
put
talking about.
Drake.
You have
That's
to.
obvious.
You have to. Yeah, exactly.
I
Who else you got out there?
Maybe
I
was
would
gonna say
say
Michael J. Fox. I don't know, maybe.
Ooh.
Or
And now I'm gonna make it a little easier to just say GTA, maybe Greater Toronto area, so it's not Toronto, right?
You guys may or may
or
not
Canada,
agree.
not Canada.
Nah, not Canada, not Canada.
Because then
I know
would
the
say
next
Celine.
person would be Cardinal.
Would
I
he
can
though?
see you.
No.
The thing is, like, I can
Nah.
see people going there with it, but I'm like, I'm
Nah.
trying to think outside of
No.
that lane. I'm like,
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna say someone you may or may not agree with.
Yeah,
Strombo?
No.
yeah.
It's like,
Kawhi-
what do you
Kawhi.
even claim?
Kawhi.
Nah.
He's not
'Cause he's not
Canadian.
Toronto.
He's
Nah,
not
nah.
Canadian, but he had the
Nah,
city in a
nah.
chokehold, bro.
I would put Vince Carter above him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
I
was
would
just gonna
too.
say. I was. Gonna,
Even
would too.
Even
I would
Kyle.
too.
Even
Yeah.
Kyle.
I would
Vince
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vince for sure.
Vinsanity. I would.
Vince
yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so we got Vince. We got Drake.
And it's okay that Vince is not a Torontonian because where he's like.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure not.
he's-
No.
Oh well, I mean that negates my point for
Yeah.
the last one you said. Oh, Kawhi.
For me, I would say, okay, Kawhi, just for the height of it.
Yeah.
The pure, like, he literally, they knew where he, like, he's getting off the plane. They're following the motorcade like
Yeah.
it's
But
OJ.
what other
like, it was
Canadian
nuts.
actors?
Exactly.
There's
I- I-
huge.
I got a
like
list.
Michael
There's no
Myers.
one to game.
Michael Myers.
Exactly. Bingo. Smart.
Myers, huh?
Yep. He's
Ryan
straight-
Reynolds.
Scarborough.
Who is?
Michael Myers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Scarborough, but that's still like GTA.
That's Toronto, of course, yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, sorry,
Newmarket.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Newmarket
Sorry.
though. Does Newmarket count as GTA?
Ontario, because Justin Bieber's.
Stratford.
But now we're going Ontario though.
GTA.
Yeah, like
Is it-
Stratford's not.
Like if you say Canada, I would say Celine Dion.
no, we can't do that though. We can't do. Then Gretzky and like everyone
Oh,
else
yeah,
comes
fair.
in too,
Okay,
right?
Yeah, okay.
So I'm trying
don't
to keep
know.
it
I don't know.
somewhat within the realm.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's got to be there, no?
But Jim Carrey don't rep Toronto like that though.
I get it. I get
You
it.
get what I mean?
So same thing with Mike Myers though. Does he rep Toronto? Like
They
he
do.
rap?
They
Yeah.
both do, don't
Oh.
they? Like,
I feel
it's
like
not
my
they're
Myers
not
reps
like.
Canada more than Toronto.
Well,
thing.
well, yeah. Yeah.
Russell Peters.
Exactly. Thank you. That's on the
Oh,
list.
I forgot about him.
Russell Peters has got to be there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're
What?
talking.
Yo,
And that's
Come
world.
on, where's the button, bro?
yeah.
Come on, man.
What? Somebody. That one.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, bro.
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
You gotta be ready with those ones, man. Come on, bro.
This guy, board coach. This guy puts my volume lower, sabotages my whole set. Get the heck out of
But yeah, I
here.
think Russell Peters should definitely be up there.
100%. I'm on that. And then
Damn
I was even looking
Started
at
from scratch.
what about the weekend?
Oh.
The weekend?
Started from scratch.
Yeah, I guess the weekend from a global standpoint.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then I even went
See,
into.
We're gonna have to
Very
revisit.
debatable.
We're gonna revisit
I
this.
think it's a great
There's too many people.
Yeah, no.
I think this is one for everybody to put in the comments and
For
go share.
sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
yeah.
we need
Sure.
that.
Come on, like,
Yeah, we don't need to do all this New York and
Put
all
it this
that
way:
stuff. Like
anybody
Toronto
who
right
is
now.
at the live show, comment on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come
Yeah.
on, this is your input right here. You're
Boom.
Toronto Mount Rushmore. Like, think about it.
Yeah, yeah. And then even like from a women's standpoint, there's a lot of women
Yeah,
out there
like
too.
That part.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lily Singh.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Forget them.
Wait,
What is that? Melanie Fiona,
Melanie Fiona.
right?
Ooh, nah,
Trish
that's not
Stratus?
not the Rushmore. Honorable mentions.
She got-
yeah,
she
but-
got a
I'm trying
Grammy, bro.
I'm trying to think.
Is it Nelly Furtado? Is she Canadian?
Nah,
She's
BC.
Canadian.
She's
Oh,
Canadian, but
she's
BC. That's
BC.
the other side. Yeah.
Man, says
Shout out to
Alanis
Grammy.
Morissette?
She
She
got a
Canadian?
Yeah.
Alanis Morris.
Avril Lavigne?
Anyways,
Isn't she
all right,
German?
moving on. We can
Nah,
debate
she's
this
like
all
Ottawa,
day.
no?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
She's Ottawa?
I think so. Or maybe I'm confusing her with that.
I don't
the other
know.
one, what's her name? Alanis Morris. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway,
it's a good
anybody
conversation.
who's from Toronto, go check it out.
Get
It's on
in the
Netflix.
comments.
Keisha Shante.
Oh, Keisha Shante.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Go watch it. It's out on
What? I
Netflix.
like
It's
her.
on our beloved mayor.
Krisha Turner, isn't she Canadian too?
She is.
Yeah.
Rest in
Julie
peace,
Black,
Rapford.
Deborah Cox.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Deborah
peace,
Cox.
Rapford.
Shout out Deborah Cox.
Tamia.
We're still doing
Ooh,
this.
shout out to
Tamia.
Tamia. I'm sorry. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Been a fan.
Click this up.
You guys did Rob dirty. Yo.
No, we're not. We included him on the Mount Rushmore. How we do him dirty?
Big up everybody from the Regs, man. including,
War
Rob,
2.
including Rob and Dougie. Keep with Toronto though, but what's with the Drake Jug Me shit, yo? Because I feel like we have to touch on that, please. No,